Hello, Leo. Welcome to February and your TarotScope for February. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your reading for this month. And before I do that, I want to ring the bells and call in some sacred space. Create some sacred space. Call in some angels around this reading. Okay, and I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. And thank you for all the wonderful comments. I really appreciate the feedback. And I hope that these readings are helping you in some way. And if you'd like to have a private reading with me, I have various options on the website. Just go to tarotbyt.com. And we'll set something up. I'd be happy to work with you. And thank you for all those people who have booked readings with me. I really appreciate working with you. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Leo, we're going to have a solar eclipse in Leo. So there might be some new beginnings coming up next month for you. Okay, let's see. What does Leo need to know about love in the month of February? What's happening with Leo? What does Leo need to know about their love life in February? What do Leos need to know about their love life? About love for February. May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told. I think I'll do that. Okay. 5 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. King of Pentacles. High Priestess. 2 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so 5 of Swords is in your present. Crossed by the 3 of Pentacles. That's interesting, because the 5 of Swords is a card of you're feeling victimized, or you're feeling that you're dealing with someone's hostility in the month of February. Maybe you're struggling with something that's really difficult to fight, because it's one of those situations where if you try to fight this, either a person that you're dealing with, you're both going to get hurt. So you almost have to realize that there are certain limitations. So there could be a relationship that has problems with. Maybe you're involved in a situation where someone has issues, and you might have to just realize that I can't fix this, and you might have to either accept them for who they are, or else just walk away, because you're not going to change the person. So that could be, it could be hostilities that maybe you're feeling within, because it's in the center spread of the spread. So that could be, these could be qualities within you, or it could be someone you're dealing with. It's like you have this anger, or you're kind of like resentful. So it may be coming out as hostility, or it may be or you may be just feeling victimized by life, like it's not fair, and that kind of thing. Or you're fighting something that's really difficult to beat. So it's almost like you have to cut your losses and move on. On the other hand, you have the 3 of Pentacles crossing all this. So I feel that this could be a good time in terms of career for you. So if you, in spite of like whatever's happening in your relationship sector, you could be experiencing career success or recognition. And it's possible too that the 5 of Swords could be jealousy maybe you're finally getting the recognition you deserve, and the people around you are not too happy. Maybe there's someone who's jealous of you, and so they're feeling resentful. Like, why is it? They're almost envious. I don't know. Or they want to take you down. It's just weird. Weird energy with the Five of Swords. If you are feeling angry, you need to drop the anger. Or you have to just realize that you can't do this. You can't fight alone. You might need help to battle. If someone's bullying you or someone's trying to force you into doing something that goes against your will, don't succumb to the bully. Focus on your talents. Focus on you and what you have to contribute to the world. That's going to be your way out. So you might have had heard some good news in the past. You have this Page of Wands in the past, and then the King of Pentacles. So this could be that sometimes the pages usually represent messages. If they don't represent children, they can represent good news. Sometimes the Page of Wands represents good news from a relative or good news. So you've had some good, you might have had some news that relates to some type of partnership that's coming up. So you might be partnering with someone in a business or career situation. And somehow this is affecting your relationship. Maybe you're finally starting to, your career is starting to take off, and the people around you are not happy with the changes. Or maybe they're worried about your success will affect your success will affect the relationship. The King of Pentacles represents someone who could be an earth sign. So this could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So you might be involved with someone, or you might have been involved with someone, an earth sign. But that influence is kind of fading. So I don't know if this person is still in your life or if they're fading out of your life. But there's stuff that you just don't know. So you're trying to make a decision based on impartial information. Because you have the High Priestess here coming in the future. The High Priestess represents things happening behind the scenes. Not necessarily bad, but sometimes the High Priestess usually represents people working behind the scenes to help you. But you're not aware of it. In any case, the High Priestess can also mean feeling that you're feeling kind of intuitive. So you need to tap into that intuition and trust your inner feeling. Maybe you're just feeling that you were treated unfairly in some kind of career situation. And you're feeling, maybe you've been kind of hostile too. Maybe it's not so much the other person, but you're feeling resentful and hostile over a career situation, some partnership that didn't go exactly as you planned. But you're still waiting for your plans. You've put some energy towards something, and you're waiting for things to develop. You're waiting for your whatever seeds you've planted. You're waiting to see the results. Now, with the Three of Pentacles here, I think you're going to be seeing success in February. The three represents talent. So you're putting something out there, and you're going to get recognition as a result of that. But I don't know why you're feeling victimized, or why you're feeling the need to be. You have this hostile energy in February, like you want to. It's almost like you want to get back at someone, or you're just not feeling. You're feeling like you're fighting, like you've been victimized. I don't know. The two in the future, the Two of Wands, that can represent a partnership in February. But it's at the beginning stages. So you might have two people in your life. One that you've known for a while, pretty stable, down to earth, dependable, someone you can count on. That's, I think, represented by this king. And one that's new in your life, this wand person. This could be a fire sign. So that could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And maybe you're waiting to see, okay, which of these partnerships is going to work out? Which partnership do I want to devote my time to? And maybe the High Priestess represents you have a secret. Maybe you're working with someone or you're involved with someone that you're keeping under wraps for a while. Maybe this person doesn't know about this other person. I just feel that there's stuff going on behind the scenes. So you might be working on a project or something that you're not ready to reveal all the details yet. There's still work to be done, and you're doing work behind the scenes. It's not publicized yet, or it's not public. The Queen of Cups shows up in your fear sector. So you might be having some negative thoughts about someone who could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it could also be someone who's very intuitive, very artistic, creative, sensitive. And you're not sure about this person. Or you're having negative thoughts about this person, where you're not sure. You might be interested in the person, but you're not sure if you want to reveal your feelings for this person. You're having doubts about this person in a relationship. Part of the problem, here's your environment. You have the Seven of Wands in your environment. So if you're involved with someone, it's possible that someone has asserted their like you might have been overstepping your boundaries with someone, and then they decided to stand up and set some boundaries, and you're not too happy with that. Maybe that's what's upsetting you. You're not happy with this person who's setting boundaries, and they're standing up for what they believe in, but maybe you don't see eye to eye in a situation, or you're not seeing how you've overstepped boundaries and why this person needs to set them. There could be an imbalance in the relationship because you have the Six of Pentacles here. So maybe someone's been giving a lot to you, but you haven't really appreciated that gift, or you felt you've been taking advantage of someone's generosity. And so I feel like there's an imbalance in the giving. And maybe this person now is standing up and saying, hey, I can't keep giving like this. There's got to be some kind of, we have to, come to some kind of more equitable agreement where both people are giving. I'm giving, one person might be giving too much and not getting enough in return. Maybe you've asked that person for money or financial support or some other kind of support, and maybe they're feeling that you're going a little too far, you're taking too much, and now they might be saying no to some of your requests, and now you're feeling hurt. Maybe that's what the Five of Swords is. You're feeling hurt and victimized, like, this isn't fair, why is this person not doing what I need this person to do something. But I also feel that you don't know all the information. You're making decisions based on partial information. You may think you know all the facts surrounding the situation, but you don't. With the High Priestess, there are things happening behind the scenes. There are things you need to flesh out, information you need to flesh out before you can come to a conclusion. So I would have a talk with the person. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, I would sit down and have a talk. And then you could come to some kind of resolution. Because I don't think you're being as victimized as you feel. I think it's just your own personal perspective. So it would be good to sit down and have a talk. And you could come to some kind of resolution. In the meantime, you're kind of in limbo in February because you have the Seven of Pentacles here. The Seven of Pentacles, and you have two sevens. Sevens and fives. Sevens mean change, and fives mean instability. So you might be going through a period of transition in February. But I feel like you're lashing out from a place of feeling that you were treated unfairly, or feeling that there's some kind of injustice going on. But I think it's more you're taking things too personal. It may not be what's happening around you. Because I see partnership here, the Two of Wands. You can connect with someone on a project or even in a relationship that will ultimately lead to success. It's just that you have to have... you may have to talk to the person and establish some boundaries or establish guidelines of, okay, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. Maybe you're taking too much for granted, or you're not checking in with the person that you're working with or dealing with, and they may have some issues that they're not happy with too. So there's this passive aggression. I've been seeing passive aggression because you're not communicating, because somebody's feeling resentful and not communicating what they need to communicate. They're not speaking their truth. And the other person, so you're not really resolving things. You're not really, so you need to lay your cards on the table and have that conversation. And with the Seven of Pentacles, you're kind of still in this holding pattern. Wondering, okay, I've done all this work and what's going to come of it now? It's kind of like the period of questioning, am I on the right path? Have I done the right things? Am I going to see rewards and results? I feel like you're working with someone. It could be a good partnership, but I think that you will see this success eventually, but it may take a little time. There may be some delays, and you have to work out this disagreement. There's some kind of conflict involved in a partnership that you have to work out, so that things are more fair, so that people's contributions are more equal. So if someone's doing a lot for you financially, maybe you need to pay them back, or you need to step up to the plate and do more for the person. Especially if there's no money exchange, if it's just a giving situation, where one person is giving a lot and you're just taking. You have to figure out a way that you can give back. It doesn't have to be money, but it can be time, or just helping someone else out in a similar fashion in some other way as a payback. I think that's where the resentment lies. But as far as your project goes, I think it'll be very successful. But you have to work out these this passive aggression, these unspoken words. I feel like two people are just not speaking to each other. They're not dealing with the issue. They're kind of sweeping it under the rug, and then there's this kind of coolness or tension in the relationship. That if you could sit down and talk to the person and say, hey, let's resolve this, let's talk. I think that will help the relationship. Because if you go with the energy of the Five of Swords is hostile energy. It's retaliation. It's passive aggression. It's hostility. If you follow that path, it's not going to give you the result you're looking for. You're going to wind up hurting. Both people will get hurt. It's kind of a battle you can't win. So you don't want to go there. You don't want to take that route. You're better off sitting down and bringing the things that are hidden to the surface. So if there's feelings that have been simmering under the surface, you need to talk about them. And you need to be careful in the way you choose your words, especially if you're dealing with this Queen of Cups, because this person's extremely sensitive. So you have to choose your words carefully, or you can hurt the person's feelings. So, I guess as a summary, I would say that you have the opportunity to form a successful partnership in February, but you want to make sure that it is that there's an equal balance of give and take. So whether you're doing all the giving or the other person's doing all the giving, you have to kind of, I have a feeling that the other person's giving more in this situation. So you need to figure out a way to balance the energies so that there's more harmony, and that will bring harmony to the relationship. And also speak up about anything that's bothering you. If there's something on your mind, if you're feeling resentful or feeling victimized, talk about it. Bring it out from underneath the shadows so that you can resolve it. And I think you'll be happy. You'll see that it will be resolved in a good way. So don't let it fester. But as far as the career success, it may take some time. Especially that, you have this new moon in Leo, and it's an eclipse coming up in February. And new moons, and especially eclipses, are new beginnings. And falling in your first house, that would mean you have a chance to be a new you, to reinvent yourself in some way and get rid of some bad habits, release some anger, so that you can be the positive side of Leo, which is the king and the benevolent leader. You have this royalness about you, and you need to tap into that royalty. And you don't want to be the belligerent king. You want to be the benevolent king in February. So you have a potential to do a makeover in the way you appear to the world, and release a lot of baggage in February, so that you can be the best that you can be, and show your royal, good, big-hearted self. When a Leo walks into the room and smiles, they bring light. A Leo's smile is like the sun coming out. They have this energy that they uplift people. And that's the image you want to present in February. You don't want to be the angry despot. You want to be the benevolent king and show your true royal nature, and then you'll be rewarded. You'll have, your talents will be recognized. So you need to drop the hostility, drop the passive aggression, drop the resentment. And you have this new moon eclipse reinforcing that, giving you that extra power. So take advantage of that for February, this month, Leo. I'm not seeing major love in February. I think you need to work on yourself first. But I am seeing partnership potential. But I think you need to also confront things that are that have been smoldering within. Confront and release, and that will set you up for a good month, and where you'll get you'll be able to partner in a more healthy way. So that's my reading for February. I hope this has been a help to you, Leo. And if you'd like to get a private reading, just contact me through my website at tarotbyt.com, and I'd be happy to work with you. Okay, talk to you next month. Bye now.